Good day everyone, my name is Lloyd Greg J. Haramahom and my topic is all about health effects of physical hazards. So these are among the physical hazards that workers experience in their environments. First is noise, extremes of temperature, inadequate illumination, radiation, and the last one is vibration. So noise. Noise is one of the most common physical hazards present in the occupational setting. So depending on frequency, amplitude, volume, and duration of exposure. So hearing protection may be required. So as you can see in the picture, so isa ka construction worker, no, nag-wear siya og hearing protection tungod kay ang iyang gigamit na tools is grabe ka kusog ang noise. So nag-wear siya tungod para maiwasan niya ang pagka-damage sa iyang ear. So intensity of in noise can range from even the quietest sound to the loudest bearable noise. The range of permissible noise exposures in the Philippines is found below. So, as you can see in the table, for every increase of 5 dB, the duration of exposure should be reduced by half. Other countries, however, have already started using 85 dBA as the permissible level for an 8 hours exposure to noise. So next, so there are two types of noise-induced hearing loss. So first is temporary threshold shift or TTS or auditory fatigue. So TTS is temporary loss of hearing after exposure to sound. So in the word itself, temporary. So second is a permanent threshold shift or PTS. So PTS refers to a permanent reduction of the sensitivity of the human ear. So in the word permanent, no? So permanente. Then next is extreme of temperature. So first is heat. Heat is a form of thermal energy which may come from the body, metabolism, increased physical activity, radiation from hot objects or from the sun, and byproducts of industrial processes. So in the Philippines, so naka-experience ta og heat kainit, no? Sumot na kung magkuha ng El Nino. So sa mga construction worker is gina-required jud, no, ang pagsuot ka ng mga equipment or kaning mga jacket para madili kay as in makapenetrate ang kainit sa sun. Kung naman ta sa kung ang katrabaho mo sa kuan kanang mga something na objective ng init, so for example kanang makamakina, so nadyo na siya required, no, required yun na sa company or sa imong gitrabahoan na magsuot og mga protective equipment. So second is cold. Cooling of body parts may result in various cold injuries with hyperthermia. So being the most serious non-freezing cold injury including chilblain, immersion foot and trench foot. Freezing injury include frostnip and frostbite. So in here in the Philippines, so wala kita ka-experience og grabe kabugnaw. So in other country like Canada, naka-experience lagi nga na, pero sa in the Philippines, dili wala siya ka-experience. So wala kayo, no, because tropical country man ta. And then dili day maayo nga grabe ka bugnaw, no. So naanay ginagamit ng mga protective equipment pod para dili po kayo ka-penetrate ang kabugnaw. So if ma-doubt or maka-feel tag bugnaw, so dako kay na siya kuan posible nga makapektuhan atong lawas, sumaharm atong lawas tungod kay ang pagbugnaw kayo, ang atong blood is nag-thick na siya, so dili kayo ka-circulate ang blood. So posible nga harm ta. So next is radiation. So non-ionizing and ionizing. So radiation is energy spreading out from a source. When we switch on a light bulb, light comes to us by radiation and is energy spreading out from a source. So when we switch on the light bulb, so light comes to us by the radiation processes. So kaning cellphone, magatubang tag cellphone for example, so radiation na siya. So if mag-on tag light, so radiation na siya, form na siya og radiation, no. So mo ni mga example then. Radiation is divided into two categories. So first is ionizing radiation Second is non-ionizing radiation. So ionizing radiation is given off by X-ray machines and radioactive materials. Some amount of background ionizing radiation is present everywhere. It comes from the Earth and outer space. Then, ionizing radiation can kill a cell's no effect in noticeable if only a few cells are killed is in case of extremely high exposure, such as nuclear accidents, too many cells may be killed, resulting in sickness or death. Second is alter a cell. So damaged cells may multiply and cause cancer many years later. Next is alter a reproductive cell. An altered reproductive cell may cause genetic defects in children and grandchildren, hereditary effects. So next is affect the developing fetus and may cause abnormalities in a newborn baby if a pregnant woman is exposed to radiation. So exposure is minimized by. So first is limiting the exposure time and avoid all unnecessary exposure. So maglimit na sa oras. Next is using a shielding such as lead sheets to stop radiation before it reaches a person. So next is staying as far away as possible from a source, and last is avoiding contamination of the hands and body of radioactive material. So next is non-ionizing radiation. So radiation from sun, light bulb, so electric power lines, radio and TV antenna, laser, and etc. is considered to be non-ionizing radiation. So research indicate that long-term exposure to UV rays may increase the risk of skin cancer. So minimizing exposure is the key to protection. So this is done by first staying as far away from the source as much as possible. Next is minimizing exposure time, and the last one is stopping radiation before it reaches people. So sunglasses and barrier creams for protection against UV rays. Electromagnetic radiation. So computer monitor produced by two of electromagnetic radiation. So first is VLV or very low frequency radiation from electronic circuits that produce pictures and letters on the screens. So the source of UVL is the electronic circuit inside the computer monitor that produces pictures and letters on the screen. Next is ELF or extremely low frequency. So radiation from the use of electric power. So the source of ELF is the electrical power supply to the computer monitor. Its frequency is 16 cycles per second or 6 THz in some countries. So vibration is a process of rotating machines like chainsaw and drills and impacting tools such as a jackhammer. So bumpy roads can also cause vibration to the passenger in the car. So vibration exposure occurs when we come in contact with vibrating tools, seat, or floor. So for example na is masakit tag bus, no? So if layo kay atong biyahe, so siguro maka-experience man tani. So pag mo naog ta murag atong paminaw galutaw, so mo na siya vibration murag na feel nato na siya. So there are two types of vibration. So first is hand arm vibration, and second is whole body vibration. So hand arm vibration can damage blood vessels and nerves in hands as a result of fingers turn white or bluish, especially when exposed to the cold. So this condition is commonly called white finger disease. So its medical name is hand-arm vibration syndrome or HAVS. So cold exposure can aggravate HAVS or HAVS. So whole body vibration affects the entire body structure, the musculoskeletal system. So vibration exposure to hands. So short-term exposure to vibration may cause tingling and numbness in fingers and hands. So long-term exposure to hands arm vibration damages the fingers and hands. So damage is especially painful when hands are cold. So in severe cases, the person may not be able to continue using tools. So potential source of vibration exposure to the hand include for category and hands held manual tools. So hands held power tools, hand held pneumatic. So muna siyang mga tool and equipment. So hammer, chisels, planners, chainsaws, drills, grinders, jackhammer, wrenches. Whole body vibration exposure. So whole body vibration may cause damage to muscle and joints. In the beginning, there is pain, which with time to becomes an injury. Riding in a car or a truck on a gravel road in a campground or park, or riding some amusement rides may expose you to whole body vibration. So matong yun again na. So if masakay kag bus, then pag layo yung bahay, tapos pag naog nimo, so maka-feel pa ka og malipong ka, no? Tungod na sa vibration. So next, potential source of whole body vibration exposure including vibrating sit-in. So buses, so mining vehicles and construction vehicles. So mo na siya mga heavy equipment, mga bako, kanang mga kuan. So namagi kag kanang mga lubak-lubak. So mo na mga feel kag vibration. So heavy machines and equipment may vibration isolation mountings which stop machine vibration from affecting the attached structures such as the driver's seat. So many buses have driver seats which vibration isolation mountaining. So spring and shock absorbers in your car are also type of vibration. So vibration isolation. When these vibration isolators are defective, a car ride could be a source of vibration exposure. Prevention, using tools with a lower vibration level. So next is minimizing time of using or time riding on a vibrating equipment. So keeping hand warm, and last is using anti-vibration gloves. So they are also help to keep hands warm. Prevention. So illumination, proper light or illumination of the workplace is important. So to have safe and healthy workers. So signs that are the light properly decrease the risk of accident. So adequate illumination improves productivity by ensuring that the details of the task can be easily seen by the workers, thereby decreasing errors and wastage of materials. So na ay proper. So makita you can see in the picture na proper nga pag no sa pag-reflect sa light. And that's all. Thank you.